Hi, Kevin Blanch. It was a month ago today I stood in this exact very spot and I was telling you this is not a meltdown. This is a bear market, not a bull market, when everybody in the world was screaming their fucking heads off that it was. And to get defensive, freaking bail out, everybody, don't kid yourself. Don't let these guys fool you, including Kramer, who's a genius. All the CNBCs, get defensive, get dissembly. Look, and I was like, you keep falling for this contemporized media who tricked you into going to fucking Iraq, who tricked you into going to Afghanistan, who tricked you to think the Fukushima is fucking nothing, who tricked you into fucking believing everything that you've believed in the last 20 years. You are a fool. These fucking media are propaganda machines. You need to understand that. In order to be a good investor, I think number one, you have to understand over the last 15, 20 years, the propaganda that has been perpetrated on the American public via your 401k, via the military machine, via the fucking lies. You are fed lies constantly because they have an agenda. There is no accountability, and the American sheep will just suck it up and take it. Look, a 401k is a fucking scam, and I can prove to you it's a fucking scam. As an investor, and if you're a real fund manager, if you're throwing your money in the market and you just think it's like a pension fucking growing, you're a fucking fool. Look, CNBC is a propaganda machine for CEOs if they fucking devastated this fucking country. Okay, CNN, Fox News. Rupert Murdoch has pulled off the biggest scam in American history. If Fukushima does not prove this to you, look, but I'll get back to that in my next video. Let's talk about your money. Okay, so I said stay in, buy. Great buying opportunity. 1 month, you picked up 10%. That's without being leveraged. You're on margin, you picked up 20%. You're on, the leveraged ETFs. How much did you pick up? I mean, well, I have a rule, and people know this, and I got to practice what I preach, and I say this all the time. If you make a call, a long-term call, on the market, and that long-term forecast of yours comes to fruition in a matter of days, I picked up 15% in 30 days. In 30 days. If I pick up 15% in 30 days and I don't take it, I'm a fool the way I invest. I'm not a day trader. I'm investing in a broad context on big animal earning stocks. I'm talking as a fund manager. As a fund manager, you made a 15% score, here's what I do. I sell. Sell it all. If it happens that quick. I'm not talking 50% in 6 months. I'm not talking 50% in 5 months. I'm not talking 50% in a year. I'm talking if you make it in 2-3 weeks. Look, and as I put up this video, I says, buy. You got another chance a week later. This has only been 3 weeks. You made 10, 12% in 3 weeks. Take it. So here's what I do. I'll sell it, readjust my entire portfolio. I'll go back into the same equities and the same things. And you know me, I'm talking as managing people's money, which is important. And I hate these corporate scumbags. Don't get me wrong, I hate them. Like I said, I call Steve Chinese Jobs. He's brilliant, he's genius. He would have been the greatest CEO of all time if it was not for him manufacturing in China. If you like to go carrying pictures of Chairman Mao, you ain't going to make it with anyone anyhow. How do we perforate this on the American public and shove it down their throat? But I'm talking as a fund manager. I still like the same. And I mean, this market is dangerous all the time. And you think you throw your money in a 401k and it's just going to grow like a pen. You are dreaming. Just like your Orwellian stamped out freaking house that you get drunk, can't even find your way fucking home. We've turned you the mass media has turned you American public into the biggest sheep in the world. And your 401k is the biggest sheep representative of Orwellian idealism there ever fucking was. Keep marching to your fake Christian military fucking beat. Look, I still say there are certain stocks that you do not have to worry about. Animals. Why? Because the United States government refuses to enforce antitrust laws, which are anti-competitive. Look, Microsoft destroyed more tech companies right here where I live. I mean, I write about it in my book. Okay? Apple is in so violation of antitrust, it is unbelievable. They don't care. They're not going to take them on. So why wouldn't you own the animal? I mean, it's a monster. It's destroying. I made a call 2 years ago, and I could put it up to you. Not a video. This is before I got my YouTube gig. On some written data that I posted for a site and for some blogs, saying if Nokia, when Apple moves into Europe, if they do not consolidate with Palm, with these other things, that they will go back to being a timber company. And I shorted the shit out of Nokia because of their arrogance. That's what's going on. These tech arrogants are getting taken apart. Good, fuck them. They're fucking arrogant. Of course it doesn't hurt them any. They've made so much fucking money by fucking robbing you 401ks, paying themselves $200-300, they could give a fuck. There's your problem right there. But the American government will not enforce antitrust. Right here, the guy from Walmart, who's a big wig, who started the Sam's Club thing, he spoke at our school one day, and the dean still talks about this. This was years ago, and he stood, and I'm sitting there. I raised my hand in the Q&A. I was teaching then, and he says, hey, you're already in violation of antitrust laws, and you're talking about this mega growth. You're going to build all these stores. How are you going to address that? And the dean is literally spit his coffee. You know, I had a freaking coronary. You know, so we went to the Q&A after, and this guy's an Ogden guy. He's from here. And, you know, he wouldn't even look at me, wouldn't even talk to me. But he knew, in his heart of hearts, we don't enforce them. We don't, and they are anti-competitive. But as you're an investor, Apple's a monster. They're making so much money. That stock's so undervalued, it's unbelievable. And if they do break up like a Ma Bell, it'll even be bigger. You could break it up into 5 divisions, it'll even be a Ma. I mean, I went all in a long time ago. I managed 2 people's money in this A, and I both told them to go fuck themselves because they're morons. 3 years ago when Obama got elected, I'm like, go back into tech. Go back into tech. It's time. It's time. When this thing was melting out, go back into tech. I went my whole kitty in half. The whole thing, you know. And you know me, I like to buy the derivative. I'll buy it in the money, out of the market. But anyway, these morons wouldn't listen to a word I said. So I told them to both go fuck themselves. Fucking quit. Believe it or not, I am unemployed right now. You know, I'm not teaching my contract, whatever. I'm thinking about starting my own fund, but I want to get into environmental friendly type stuff and corporations who employ people in the United States and in Western Europe and Japan. I will not buy anything that exploits labor anymore. I own Apple, not via the stock, via the derivative. But it is what it is, and if you're managing money, Philip Morris, and everybody says, oh, what about that fucking smoking? I chewed tobacco for fucking years. I ain't got a problem. Somebody chooses to fucking smoke. I really don't have a problem with it. That's fucking, you know, you know me, I'm a progressive, but I sure don't want to legislate people on freaking tobacco use, you know. You go after me all you want on it, but I really think if people are that fucking moron ignorant, they got to be told not to fucking smoke by the fucking, you know, forced not to fucking smoke. How fucking moron ignorant are fucking, well, moron ignorant, I understand. But Apple, animal. IBM, animal. Their stocks with huge dividends, yields that are just animals making gargantuous sums of money. Stay with those. Otherwise, be careful. If you make a big score, take your money off the fucking, put it on the shelf, and readjust your portfolio. Profits all the time. If you make 10, 15% in 2-3 weeks and you don't take it and then readjust, at least readjust. Always, always. That's a big score in this fucking market. There's guys that fucking beg for fucking 8, 9, 10% a year because they're horrible. And do not listen to this contemporary fucking media. And I really do want to start my own fucking fund, which I've fucking thought about for years and years and years. And if I do it, it's going to be all environmental friendly fucking stocks. I will short the shit out of oil companies. I will short the shit out of fucking nuclear energy companies. I'm all for clean coal. I think clean coal is the answer. And wind and solar and a national grid. And promote companies like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. Stay with me. Kevin Blanch, I will make sure you make money. You follow my lead. You look back on all my videos I put up from the market, and you guys can go back to these, I had some really brilliant, great early subscribers who I love those guys. Ask them about what I called freaking a year and a half ago, what I told them. IBM buy, Apple buy, short AIG, short BP. Ask them. Stay with me and you'll make some money. Kevin Blanch.